get you guys out of here.
Are you a superhero?
Look it. I'm Wolverine.
Some folks can't wait to die.
We hope you enjoyed that new look at Marvel's Wolverine. This is a single-player, action-adventure game featuring a focused, story-driven experience that will send Logan on a perilous journey across the globe. More than innocent mutant lives are at stake. In this game, mutants live in hiding, fearful of those who would hunt them down, while most of the world doesn't even know they exist. As you saw, you'll encounter iconic Marvel characters like Jean Grey, Mystique, and Sabretooth.
Folks can't wait to die.
We also showed you a glimpse of the brutal combat you'll experience in Marvel's Wolverine. It's fast, fluid, and visceral in the way that only Logan can deliver. Marvel's Wolverine is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 consoles, and we cannot wait for you to get your hands on it when it launches September 15th, 2026. We're also happy to announce that you can pre-order your copy today at the end of the show in select markets. Check out PlayStation Blog for more information. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games, thank you. We'll see you next time.
Hello and welcome to State of Play. I wanted to start by thanking Marcus and the whole team at Insomniac for that extended look at Marvel's Wolverine. We've got a ton more to share with news and updates from both PlayStation Studios and third-party studios from around the globe. Let's get right to it with the latest from our friends at Arc System Works, XDev, and Marvel Games.
Prepare to face the supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dukes Up, Mr. Champion!
Actions are worth more than any word.
And the greatest action is to fight. You have defeated so many. You've defeated whole worlds. But you've never fought Doom. Let me show you why you should kneel. You're a genius, Doom? Your works are mere trinkets. My genius is endless! And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence will solve nothing, Eric.
My dearest Aurora, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way!
You look a little angry, Bug. You're holding a grudge. Thirsty, huh?
Time to stop laughing, John.
Get all your guts. Box away. What? I'm gonna kill Spider-Man, not you. You want to fight? Carnage will give you one. Use that gun.
Moment has come. Attack! No mercy.
Let me do it. I'll slice you up. Don't be greedy. He's mine.
Knights of Doom, destroy them! Feel my wrath! The end is near.
I see much from my perch,
atop the tree of tranquility. Yet, there are some outcomes that are uncertain, even to me.
Dragon! Let's roll!
Your heroics will no doubt be the stuff of tales twice told throughout the Glade of Dreams.
Come feed my ox!
Calming biscuits? But... Oh!
Yes!
Follow me, brave heroes. The Glade of Dreams is in great danger.
It's time I made my mark. It's 4 against 1! You don't stand a chance! Maybe he stands a little bit of a chance. Globots to the rescue!
I am as fast as a falcon! Kick's eyes!
For the Glade, then! You think this here? Cool! I'm here! Are you ready for our game, Rayman?
I say.
무차 쓴다.
解放。
今日はどこに行く？
うっかり死んだりしちゃわないよう気をつけるんだぜ。
Hi everyone! お久しぶりです。安心の中村郁美です。Did you miss me? I missed you! と言っても多分私のことを知らないし忘れてる人もいるかもしれないんですけど、そうだな、見てねお姉さんです。今日皆さんにお届けしたのは妖怪ハンターアクションゲーム煙です。舞台は煙シティ。この世とあの世が混ざってるカオスな街をアジアをベースにいろんなカルチャーが入り混じってます。煙あるところに妖怪ありという言葉がありまして、それを妖怪ハンターが見つけ出します。そこで使うのが妖怪ハンターだけが使えるフォックスウィンド、狐の窓です。この窓を介してパラノーマル現象や妖怪を見つけ出して、で可視化してそこに妖怪をハントする。しかし妖怪をただ集めるわけではありません。私たちのゲームでは妖怪と契約をしなければなりません。頂上をまとい未知を狩るあなた自身に憑依してもらいます。そして憑依した妖怪のパワーを使って憑依アパレルというかっこいいアパレルをまとってスーパーパワーでもっと強い妖怪に挑んでこの世界の謎に近づいていく。ハンターは種類が3つありまして、1つは刀ハンターになります。もう1つは弓ハンター、次はシャーマン。そこで皆さんお気づきの通りマルチプレイあります。仲間と一緒に暴れて死にかけて妖怪ハンターとして一緒にこの煙シティで煙って遊んでいただければ嬉しいです。私たちはカオスをお届けして笑いをお届けしたいと思って煙を作ってます。あの世に最も近い都市煙シティへようこそと言いたいところですが、煙はまだまだ開発中です。情報いっぱい落としていきますので、もうとにかく煙の世界をこれから楽しんでください。レッツ煙、煙っていこう。シュッシュシュシュッシュシュシュッシュシュカカカカカカ。
Been halfway across the continent looking for you. Hard woman to track down.
Well, you found me.
Ms. Croft, I hear when it comes to retrieval, you're the one to hire. This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle, buried in centuries of silence. You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Gotta say, you captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
So, what was your favourite from today?
I liked the Amazon.
What did you like about it?
He's big and loud.
my favorites is the Diplodocus.
There's always a choice.
Back in early 2023, S-Game first showed us Phantom Blade Zero in passing at a hotel, and we knew immediately that this game had incredible potential. Look forward to more details in a gameplay and story deep dive coming later this summer. Next, let's head over to the sandworm-infested sands of Arrakis in Dune Awakening. In this open-world survival RPG, you can fully immerse yourself in the world of Dune. Unravel a cinematic story filled with mystery and intrigue, featuring many of the characters from the books and movies.
Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper.
Alone or with friends, you will explore the vast open world of Arrakis and learn to survive and thrive by unlocking the secrets of the Fremen. Along the way, you'll discover new technologies, craft gadgets and weaponry, and build a base of operations that will grow and expand as you progress towards power and fortune. Pursue the path of the Bene Gesserit, Swordmaster, Trooper, or Mentat, and master anything from mind control to brutal hand-to-hand combat. In Dune Awakening, you can choose to play with your friends or alone in a brand new single-player mode arriving with the PlayStation release. Dune Awakening arrives on PS5 on September 22nd. Pre-orders start today. The fan-favorite PS2 classic Dynasty Warriors 3 is getting remastered for PS5. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered is a modern revival of the 2001 game that established the foundation of the series. Players can become one of over 40 officers and experience intense 1 versus 1,000 skirmishes across vast battlefields. And joining the battle is Zoan, the protagonist from Dynasty Warriors Origins. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered launches later this year. Pre-orders start today. From the award-winning studio behind the Ori series comes a bold new vision for action RPGs. No Rest for the Wicked is a brutal Souls-like built around skill, consequence, and precision combat. Step into a living, hand-painted world you can explore alone or share with friends in your own persistent realm. A world that evolves even when you're offline. The highly anticipated full 1.0 release expands everything. A massive world, a deep class and progression system, and hundreds of hours of content, including endgame, all with full crossplay and cross-save. No Rest for the Wicked launches on PS5 this October and is available to wishlist now. Up next, let's check in with Capcom for an update on Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an Oni, you know.
You do well to follow his example. I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
That castle on the mountain.
Musashi, a sense Gemma. Prepare yourself. No ordinary Gemma can move like that. I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Sultan
Miyamoto Musashi, the fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni. You shame yourself, child. Witness my might!
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything. So you've lost. Will you swap the sword for a trowel?
Like hell I will.
No? What then? Are you going to start taking human souls?
If human souls are what it takes.
If that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Ori departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have. In return.
Then get going, Onimusha.
We can't wait to get our hands on Onimusha: Way of the Sword this September. But you won't have to wait long to try it yourself. Here's one more update from the Onimusha team.
Hey! Who's there?
Simon. Are you there? Please say something. Where did you go, Simon?
Something doesn't feel right. Zoe? I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
The target is the front gate of the capital of our homeland, the Federation of Central Asia. We will storm from the sea and take the capital back from our enemy.
So you're the next one? The one whose rear we'll have to cover?
The people left behind back on the continent need something to hold on to. Some sort of symbol that inspires hope.
We will be in visual range of the land battleship soon.
That's where the Wings of Thief comes in. The legendary savior. Dee wants the legendary savior to get as much publicity as possible. The more exposure, the better.
Cannons firing. We're gonna be wiped out.
All aircraft, pull out.
Sorry, Rex. You stay put, Joker One.
Above you flies the Wings of Thief. No harm will come to you.
The Terminus fingers!
What, the imposter? Sharing information isn't always about telling people the truth.
Hope's all we can offer, right, Joker One?
It's an ambush!
Just as planned. We dangled the bait and Wings took it.
We'll find out soon enough.
Would you please? Green flag, defense of the door!
We've got a leak.
Is it time to run, Ray?
Hang on. Joker One, down's an enemy.
Let's go, Rex.
These guys belong to you, Rex. Go take what's yours.
皆さん、こんにちは。エースコマットシリーズブランドディレクターの河野です。お待たせいたしました。エースコンバット8ウィングス・オブ・シーブの発売日は2026年10月2日、アーリーアクセスは9月29日になります。今回の映像では皆さんがエースコンバット8で直面する出来事を一つ一つのカットに意味を持たせて約2分にギュッと詰め込んでいます。自由自在に空を飛び、ドッグファイトの興奮を味わいながらドラマティックな英雄体験ができる。他にはないエースコンバットだけの空はもうすぐそこに広がっています。加えてもう一つお伝えしたいことがあります。こちらの映像をご覧ください。
Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces?
今回エースコンバット8ウィングス・オブ・シーブにはダウンロード版はプレイオーダー特典として、パッケージ版には早期購入特典としてエースコンバット0ザ・ベルカン・ウォーの移植版がつくことになりました。ぜひ8と世界を同じくするストレンジリアルの世界をもっと深く楽しんでください。お知らせした通り発売まではあと少しです。出撃の準備を整えてお待ちください。ありがとうございました。
thing. Think we got it.
Yep, roll playback.
Injuries. It's like a beast tore him apart.
A beast? Out here? Are you drunk or something? Do him up and show him out. But he's still weak, so be careful.
What's going on?
Save your ammo.
Die, bastard. And you're tough. Surprisingly lively for someone who just came out of a coma.
If you want to survive, you gotta hustle.
You fell from the moon.
I will help you, but you must not go there.
I'll take my chances. Turns out I'm a lucky man.
You'll find nothing there but death.
Well, good luck. Keep quiet in there.
Something is coming. I have to go. It felt like an earthquake. But it was just a paperclip falling off a desk. The tiniest tremor before the main event.
Jesse.
I know what they put you through. You never had a chance.
2 days before the lockdown fell, an uncategorized resonance appeared in Manhattan. As things stand right now, Dylan, you're our only shot at survival.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
The FBC locked me in that cell for years and forgot about me. The hiss, it was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
We're gonna have a lot of fun together.
Darkness. For those without eyes to see. The canvas, blank and vast. Secrets buried in shallow graves.
right out of my sleep. A warning. 100 warnings. There it is. Do you crave endless life?
The dangerous and cutthroat world of Marathon expands today with its second season, Nightfall. And if you haven't checked out Marathon yet, Bungie announced an open trial period for the launch of Season 2. You'll also be able to pick up Marathon at a discount. Now, let's take a look at what's coming soon to PlayStation Plus. Up first, a beloved fantasy world is finally coming to PlayStation for the first time. RuneScape Dragon Wilds is an open-world survival game where you rise from survivor to dragon slayer. Play solo or with friends as you explore Ashenfall, a beautiful, dangerous new frontier in the RuneScape universe, where power is earned and every action deepens your mastery. With magic at your command, cross deadly terrain, mass forage in seconds, uncover hidden paths, and outmatch brutal monsters. Craft stronger gear, master magic, melee, and ranged combat, and push deeper into uncharted regions of Gillinor. Build a home together, farm the land, and fish the waters. Make it yours. RuneScape Dragon Wilds arrives day 1 on PlayStation Plus later this year. Next up, here's a preview of games coming to the Classics catalog over the next few months. In June, battle colorful enemies with musical instruments in Guitaru Man, one of the most stylish rhythm games from the PS2 era. In July, PsyOps The Mindgate Conspiracy joins the Classics catalog. This PS2 action-adventure mixes running gameplay with psychic powers. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, a Capcom classic from 2006, launches later this year in August.
Akashima Island, haunted by dark stories. Our goal, confront the evil, corrupting paradise. This is Dead True International.
Thanks. Come on, let's get a photo together.
Video. Does no one know this guy?
This is how villains are made.
Oh, you two haven't met yet, right?
Sebastian, I'll be looking out for you.
Roland, whenever you're ready.
This facility has been shut down for decades. Uninvestigated, untold, until now.
This is how villains are made. Did you hear that?
Are you out there?
Gotta go.
Have a bad feeling.
Let's get rid of it.
Grip it tight.
No! He's coming! Through there!
Take a deep breath.
Fuck! Which way?
The mine.
We're gonna have to jump!
There's rocks down there!
Can you do what needs to be done?
Hi, I'm Stu Tiller, Creative Director at Firesprite Games, and I hope you enjoyed the first look at our brand new installment of Until Dawn. In Until Dawn 2, a successful crew of ghost hunters who fake all their best content come face to face with real horrors for the very first time.
Whenever you're ready.
Having just signed a deal with a major TV network, they visit an abandoned tropical island. But beneath that beautiful surface hides dreadful, heartbreaking secrets, centuries old and hungry for vengeance. We're looking forward to sharing more details about this very soon, ahead of release in 2027. Thank you.
Now we have one more game to show, and it is something special. This is a brand new title debuting with more than 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. So turn up the volume, sit back, and enjoy.
Find your way home. You are free.
Okay. Burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just... I didn't get to say goodbye. This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim. Mask. Shouldn't have been that difficult. Good idea. Now, how about a way out? Guess I'll find my own way from here. Mask. No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, the path isn't safe. I have to find a way back.
From the Eagle Oslon! Not the gates! The gateway is closed.
mask. This is important to you. I wonder, do you think this could set you free?
Touch me again, and I swear, I will kill you.
Would you like to see how hard it is to die here, Godly? I can show you.
You can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
Segment.
No. Beg to stay. I will handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the province, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? You're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working. Where are we anyway?
Afterlife of the gods? I'd call it the everyone.
Huh. Afterlife of the gods. Great.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're trapped.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
My magic, it's wrong here. I feel wrong here.
You want out, right?
I think we all want that.
We definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be here.
if I need to be somewhere else?
Then focus on what you do need.
Find your way home.
Hey, that's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Get ready.
What? Not a good idea. Bad idea.
Rue? I think you should give her the sword.
How do I know I can trust her?
I'll give it back. I promise.
Okay. Take it.
Not until I get you out.
Don't need help.
Here we go, coming up behind.
Got an idea on opening that cage.
Hey, kid! Get ready!
Come on!
No! I got a promise to keep.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
Don't make promises you can't keep, God. Try again!
Faye, focus!
Traitor! I will rend you thread by thread! You don't know what you wield.
What is it? You're scared of the sword. Why?
I fear nothing!
Premium cuts of meat without the premium prices.
It's an Aldi thing.
Make me big again, now! Even at our ugliest, our love's worth fighting for.
Let's see if we can find the one that got away. Redhead. The only lead. Looks like she took off into the industrial park. All right, let's search the area. Status update.
Perimeter stable. Holding position.
No answer. Stay sharp. I don't like this. Should do another sweep. It's too quiet. Shut it, freak! Shit's gassing off! Not today, Bob. The hell? Skullbuster! Up there! Need backup, now! There you are, Red.
Jean? Is that you? Don't worry. You're not going anywhere.
Everyone shoot! Son of a bitch! Pay for that!
can't wait to die.
PlayStation. Oh, what are you doing today?
Oil change.
Oh, have fun.
Thanks.
This is actually a Rayman. I gotta be honest with you, if you didn't have 800 other games to play, you actually might pick this up.
I played this with my kids and my girl a lot. You know what I mean?
I see much from my perch.
I
atop
thought
the
this was
tree
probably
of
one of the most
tranquility.
beautiful
Yet
games.
There are some outcomes.
Damn, shout out to Ubisoft bringing that out. That's cool.
Yeah, right?
To me.
Dragons! Let's roll!
I mean, there's the gameplay right there, bro.
Oh, yeah. This looks like Rayman Legends.
No doubt be the stuff
does.
of tales twice told throughout the glade of dreams.
Come feed my ox.
Biscuits? Oh!
However fucking long since they released a new game, we'll see what the fucking poop out. Wolverine looks like a mix of Uncharted, all like an older Metal Gear with superheroes. That's crazy. I was getting Uncharted vibes with all the like moving convoys and shit like that, and but it definitely was a lot more fast-paced and brutal. That's for sure. Things would be nice. I mean, they're doing Until Dawn 2. Yeah, that's cool. And all, I don't know. Kind of like my bar's low for that because it's like, will it be as good as Until Dawn 1? I don't know. Maybe Fable will not be an absolute wash. Rockstar somehow makes their world feel like a character itself, yeah. We can play Jack games. We can play Jack games. Like, I will 100% like play a lot of the games that were shown today. 100%. But I just like, when it comes to these events, I don't know. Nothing tops those like E3 days. You know what I mean? At least lately. I feel like there's nothing that's really top E3 these days. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like maybe it's the nostalgia, I don't know, but like you had to be there. And all these games are cool as hell, but I feel like nothing hits like they used to. Until dusk. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think that's enough chit-chatting. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. Sorry it was so like down to the last few seconds that we started. I was literally like racing to get home. Took the fastest shower of my life. Did everything everything, did all the things, made a thumbnail, and got it up as quick as I could. E3 hype was the realest hype. Yeah. Because I was younger and because the games were just fresher. Yeah, honestly, that might be, like, accurate. Maybe we're just so immune to all these, like, crazy ass games that we're kind of just like, it's just getting old now. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.
Swishy time!
Helps eliminate bad breath for 12 hours.
Go get kissed!
It's a better mouthwash.
Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor.
If the living can be spoken ill of, why not the dead? I hope it runs okay on the Xbox Series X.
We saw the healing. We saw the death, like
the fail state.
The fail state. Yeah, we saw so much in this trailer. I'm very sold and ready for it. I mean, we were already sold beforehand, but this put the final nail in the coffin for making sure I'm there day one for this one.
I mean, I think one thing that always strikes me about the Insomniac Marvel games, now that we can say this plural, is how they kind of effortlessly show off their cameos in a way that doesn't feel like, look we got another person in here. It feels very natural. It feels like, yeah, this is just the world that they live in. And in this issue, Wolverine stumbles into an encounter and Jean Grey happens to be there. And I really appreciate that effortlessness, but also it just looks fun as hell to play Wolverine and throw people through objects. Everything destroys itself very nicely. I love right here, you see some of the blood kind of pool into the water and start to trail a little bit. Like,
now, don't get too excited because we know, the pre-release footage of puddles and Insomniac games could be a whole other puddle.
Bloodgate's back, baby.
We got to look at, there's
Leech.
Yeah. And there's a couple, I think, was that maybe Callisto in the back of the truck? I
wouldn't be surprised. Callisto is known for protecting the mutants, especially the ones that, like the Morlocks.
I dig it because they said that this is a version of this universe where mutants are out there, but they're also in hiding, which is a nice way of kind of hand-waving the fact that there's not a bunch of mutants hanging around in Spider-Man. Assuming these are, I think they're in the same universe, but I feel like they're not overemphasizing that, which is healthy and good.
Wolverine's probably not going to New York or whatever, but like, it reminds me a lot of at least that opening shot where we see him on top of a warehouse overlooking and kind of like planning out the attack route. It reminded me a lot of The Last of Us Part 2 in terms of how The Last of Us handled it, like planning out the attack route. It reminded me a lot of The Last of Us Part 2 in terms of how The Last of Us handled its like improvisational combat, where it's like, you go in, I'm going to try and be stealthy. And then when things inevitably go awry, you go, all right, guns blazing. And I really think that's a smart approach because, when I think of Wolverine, I do think of like a predator who is on the prowl trying to just, murder quickly and efficiently. And, inevitably things are going to go wrong. And that's when he starts pushing people through forklifts and stuff like that.
I like that we were watching that and you were like, oh, he's going to do the Spider-Man thing. He's going to swing under the legs and he just kills him with a forklift. So it's a nice,
It's a nice zag.
Good environmental skill there. I'm into that. Here we're getting a look at what I'm guessing is the Berserker Rage. There's a very, very limited UI in this game, which I'm very into. We get kind of a look at the different abilities down there. I'm interested to see how they come to play. Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see just how many of those skills kind of play out throughout the game. How much like customization or like upgrades you get for those. How they handle those. How they dole those out. Are we getting experience points on popping enemies like Spider-Man, or is it kind of like just as time goes by, you add more things, which is kind of weird.
Unlockables, upgrades.
Yeah, I love the team ups that we got. We got to see a lot of little combo attacks with Jean Grey. Obviously, they said there's going to be other Marvel friends that are going to be showing up. So who knows what that's going to look like? Maybe we'll see a little Cyclops action. I doubt we'll see like a Hulk for a fastball special though.
Yeah. Well, this is what I'm interested in because we're so used to certain things being taken for granted in the Marvel universe, but Insomniac demonstrated pretty readily in Spider-Man 2 especially that like what you take for granted is not necessarily true. Like we're like, oh yeah, Venom, it's Eddie Brock, right? And it's like, no, I don't know.
There's always an interesting twist.
Yeah, there's the bit where this, Leech goes, are you a superhero? He goes, nah, Bob, I'm Wolverine or whatever. And it's like, is he an X-Man at this point? Like, is that like we're taking that for granted? But like, is this his early days? And again, have they completely shuffled the timeline around? They've got carte blanche to do that. They are able to, take some liberties and do some interesting stuff. And it's Wolverine's been reinterpreted plenty of times over already. So it's I'm excited about that. Again, Jean Grey shows up. The obvious question is where's Cyclops, but
he's taking care of the kids.
Maybe he's not in the picture yet. I don't know.
And it seems like they have a history already because he's already calling her Red, right?
Mm-hmm. We get the Final Destination, the Final Destination kill, which is something that's traumatized everybody who watched that movie as a
that is as good a segue as anything. Wolverine looks sick. I'm excited to talk more about it for the rest of the year, but I also want to talk about one of the other big surprises, which was Until Dawn 2, which was very Final Destination coded. I wasn't expecting this.
Me neither, especially and Firesprite is doing this one, which is it's a change from the previous developers.
So historically, Until Dawn was under Supermassive, who've since kind of spun off and done the Dark Pictures anthology, which is very much an Until Dawn-like. This is a studio that Sony acquired, I think, in 2021, who's mostly done support stuff. They worked on the Playroom, they worked on Horizon Call of the Mountain, but as far as having any like really big, recognizable names under the belt, not so much. But this definitely looks promising. It looks like you got some Far Cry 3 Until Dawn, and I'm super here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big sucker for found footage. It's one of my favorite like horror genres. Granted, this isn't 100% found footage, but it's very much people who don't belong in a place doing, oh, let's see if there's ghosts here and something bad. And that's like my favorite setup for a horror movie because it's like, oh, I can't wait to watch all these people get brutally murdered or survive. As the end of the trailer shows, they can either all live or they can all die. But one thing that's always fun in these, Until Dawn games is seeing like the celebrity talent that's at play. My eyes are not mistaking me. It looks like we have the return of Peter Stormare, who is like our kind of overarching narrator, our director, if you will. It looks like we have the guy from Stranger Things, the lifeguard, if I'm not mistaken, from season 2 or 3, and then Neil Newman, who is Asterion himself from Baldur's Gate 3. So a pretty interesting cast, and it looks like a lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah, and do some rowdy teenager shenanigans on this island. Yeah, for the first I don't know good chunk of this trailer, it didn't put the supernatural or the whatever the horror elements front and center, and I was like, is this some kind of like social data is like a really AAA dating game on an island? I don't know what's going on here. And then they started cutting people in half and stuff. I'm like, okay, that checks out. That makes sense. I mean, we got an Until Dawn movie. Remember that?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll get a sequel.
Yeah. I'm happy to see Sony carting out an IP that people like.
It's a great time, and hopefully, one thing I'm curious about is whether they've I would assume that they have learned from the things that Supermassive has done since the original Until Dawn, because as each subsequent release has kind of, with the Dark Pictures anthology, they started to strip away a lot of the elements that didn't necessarily work in Until Dawn. I'm talking about don't move your DualSense controller, and then it's like you accidentally nudge it, and then one of the characters you've been trying to keep alive is just brutally murdered because you had to get up and because your microwave sounded off or something like that. Like getting rid of the things that are detrimental to it and giving you more ownership over telling the story you want to. And hopefully they add the co-op feature that was added in a lot of the subsequent games after the fact, where part of the fun is to just play these games with a friend and with a significant other and just enjoy a horror movie like experience together.
My biggest hang up with games like this is that they are too long, and I don't mean that they should have less content in them. I mean that
the pacing.
Sitting down with your friends to watch a bad horror movie, that's a thing that takes 3 hours tops.
Yep.
And that is the reason that you can rewatch an old movie a bunch of times. People replay games obviously all the time, and these games are meant to be replayed so you get different outcomes. But I would be so much more inclined to replay this over and over and see all the different outcomes if it was a 3-hour experience. And we've seen plenty of games that are 3-hour experiences that people are into that aren't necessarily all about branching paths and different outcomes. And yeah, I'm hoping that they do that this time around. Obviously, some people, if they roll credits after 3 hours, they're like, I want my money back.
Yeah, it's not enough game in my game for me.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be Wendigos on this island or what?
Well, it looks very like the villain that cut the person's bottom half off kind of looks like the My Bloody Valentine miner guy, but who knows? I just love that they have carte blanche to choose whatever horror entity they want, and they usually make pretty good decisions. So I'm excited to see what they got.
Yeah, no, this was a fun surprise. I feel like we'd heard rumors of it maybe, and I didn't know what to think. And you think Until Dawn, and I feel like that movie left a bad taste where I'm gonna be like, it's another cabin in the woods kind of thing. But this is a cabin in the jungle, I guess, which is cool.
Abandoned hotel on a tropical island.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
It's got that Far Cry 3 vibe to it.
I mean, also Neil Newbin's wearing the Far Cry 6 cult leader glasses, so I'm like, all right, this is all ringing true to me.
Yeah, no, this is going to be dope. I mean, this was a strong showing on Sony's first party lineup for sure. I mean, between God of War and Wolverine and Until Dawn, I'm content with that. It seems like stuff is in the it's in the immediate future, not stuff we're going to have to wait another 4 years for.
Yep.
So that's promising.
I did poll the audience with 17,000 votes for favorite game of the show between God of War, Marvel's Wolverine, Until Dawn, and then I put Tomb Raider as the fourth option. Felt like a safe one. God of War 51%, Marvel's Wolverine 32%, Until Dawn 10%. So it's there.
And I think the show is I think PlayStation is cognizant of that fact, and I think the show is designed with that kind of fan reception in mind, because everything about that poll rings true with how that state of play was laid out.
Yep. Yeah, basically. All right, we need to take a quick break, but stick around because more of our Beyond State of Play post show is coming up right here on IGN Summer of Gaming.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by our official retail partner, Best Buy.
IGN Store has everything you need to level up your life.
Red 6 standing by.
Refresh your wardrobe with official gear you won't find anywhere else. From Fallout, Expedition 33, Romeo's Deadman, and more. Treat yourself to the coolest collectibles like an adorable SKA plush, your very own Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade, and a fully functional Pip-Boy 3000. Or kick back and relax to your favorite video game soundtracks on vinyl. Whatever you need, IGN Store has you covered. Head to store.ign.com and start shopping today.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN strategy guides and interactive maps are here to help.
One step at a time.
IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, and so much more.
See? It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
Do you want to be the very best like no one ever was? Streamline your journey to becoming a master trainer with Planet Pokemon. Choose your Pokemon, filtering by type, stat, or game availability. Then use the full team builder to assemble an unbeatable lineup. Plan out the optimal set of moves, items, and abilities. Play to your strengths by analyzing your team's resistances and offensive coverage. Or really maximize your Poke potential by digging into the stats by adjusting EVs and IVs. And save multiple team builds for different strategies in different games. Plan your dream team today at planetpokemon.com.
Welcome back. This is the Sony State of Play post show right here on IGN Summer of Gaming. In a little bit, we got an interview with some of the team at Sony Santa Monica to talk about God of War Laufey. Maybe we can ask them how we're supposed to say it, but there are a few other games we want to touch on before we get to that. So September is going to be busy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bonkers.
That's a month that kept popping up, and the same dates, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so there are 3 games that are coming out in basically a 48-hour window, and that is Silent Hill Townfall, Control Resonant, and Onimusha Way of the Sword. They're both coming out. I think the first 2 are coming out on September 24th, and then Onimusha's out on the 25th, and I don't know if you preload it and open it at 9 p.m. on the West Coast, maybe on the 24th. It's a big day.
Those are all games that I want to play, Max.
Well, what are you going to play first?
I mean, I don't know. So I was going to say Onimusha Way of the Sword because I love me some Toshiro Mifune, but Control Resonant looks so good. And then
Remedy
Silent Hill Town, it depends. Maybe if I'm in a like spooky mood, then I'll go with Silent Hill. But otherwise, you know, I mean, we talked about it in the pre-show. We thought we were going to see Resident Evil, but I completely forgot about Onimusha Way of the Sword, which looks awesome. Here we're seeing a little bit of Silent Hill Townfall, which also looked incredible.
This is
Control Resonant.
Doing great, but
it's a montage. You guys are confused.
It's a montage.
Now
Here's Onimusha. Okay. Yeah, this is okay. So let's talk Onimusha.
Yeah,
Jada, you get to play this.
I played this at GameCon last year, and it is fantastic. The action is good. The parries feel so great. I parried an arrow from an archer into a guy running at me from behind, which was just like, that's what you want to do. This is like that movie scene where he's like, oh, he just parried this person, you know, without any view on them. That's just aura farming. This game is excellent. The boss fight I got to play in the demo, there was like a little prompt to do a stronger slash, and I have a feeling depending on where you slash, it changes the fight a little bit. I don't know for sure because I only got to play the demo once, but he seemed to change his fighting style based on where I slash.
Interesting.
Which is really cool. It screams these classic action games that we got from Capcom back in the PS2 era, and I'm so ready to revisit the Onimusha franchise because this is a franchise that's been kind of dormant for a while, and we've got this, and then Dawn of Dreams they said is coming to the PS Plus catalog later this year, which is great. There's just so many good things about this game.
So I think a lot of, I don't know, present day gamers or people who are just paying attention to what's front and center would be like, oh, this looks like a Souls-like, but this is not a Souls-like.
It is not a Souls-like.
What would you compare it to for anybody who's unfamiliar with Onimusha?
Oh man, I'd say it's like a more like, I hate to throw like Dynasty Warriors, but it's got like that kind of like faster action, but it's not button mashy. It's closer to like a Devil May Cry, but slower than like you expect.
It looks like you are kind of approaching this from a sort of like very methodical. You need to find your opportunity to attack, not necessarily parry an attack, but more so just find your time to strike.
Yeah.
A lot of the gameplay we've seen, Musashi Miyamoto moving very deliberately, very slowly, and it feels like I'm actually playing like almost Ghost of Yote like to some extent.
Yeah, that's not a bad comparison. Ghost of Yote is pretty. It's definitely got some same vibes here.
More like channeling classic like samurai cinema.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
which is what this character is based off of.
I dig it because I feel like the original games they look across the board kind of video gamey, and people are going to take that out of context. But I mean, like there's a tendency with oftentimes video games to make everything look awesome and everything look stylized, and I like it so much better when it's a grounded world with stylized stuff in it. And this looks, and I think a lot of that is because graphics are really, really good these days.
Yep.
But it's kind of rad to see like, okay, yeah, it looks like a straightforward samurai game until you're fighting this dude, until Ganon shows up.
Fighting these Oni.
Yeah, that's again, it's an interesting balance to be like, okay, this is a fun over the top action game, but it's also presented realistically And it's, you know, where do you want to stylize things? Where do you want to make things over the top? Where do you want to make things, you know, grounded? Or where do you want to get weird? And yeah, I'm interested.
And if you want to do a little bit of homework for anyone who's watching, you should check out Samurai 1 and 2 Musashi Miyamoto, which is what this character is based off of, except there's no giant demons or supernatural entities.
You should also check out Ninja Scroll, because the part where the dude licks the woman and then starts fighting the guy is just lifted directly out of that.
Capcom knows what they're doing.
So shifting gears to another thing that you wouldn't think would be a hack and slash, but the new Remedy game is very Devil May Cry flavored and control resonant. What do we think?
It looks so sick. It looks so sick. And it does the thing that I really wanted to see in Control, the original Control, is what happens if something breaches the Federal Bureau of Control and gets out into the streets, and we get to play that in this sequel. And not only that, there's Remedy zagging with us, and we are playing as a prisoner, like the person we are after throughout the entirety of Control. And I didn't think we actually see Jesse in the trailer, but it looks like we got a glimpse of her. But yeah, this looks like Devil May Cry by way of the FBC, which looks awesome.
It also gives me a little bit of like old school like prototype vibes.
Yeah, I could see that. The New York landscape really sells that as well. And you know, if you guys are interested, if you're watching this and you're like, I need more Control resonant, good news. If you go to IGN Live on Saturday, we're actually going to have them on our spotlight stage and in our panel room. So I'm very excited to host them. I think we're in for quite a treat if you show up.
Answering
to IGN
some
Live.
hard-hitting questions like, what's wrong with those buildings? And
why are they so scary?
Why is that happening there? That thing right there.
Will there be what is it? The object's power?
Oh yeah.
Will those be back?
How many rooms are in the oldest house?
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I am interested in is how self-contained is this? Because like, you know, a ton of people played Control, but they also had like FBC Firebreak, and they've also had the FBC stuff in Alan Wake 2, and it's the Remedy verse it's sometimes sort of a universe, but it's also so almost deliberately surreal at times that doesn't necessarily need to have further context. Obviously, they have some lore, but yeah.
You'll take way more from this game, I would assume, if you've played the Remedyverse games, especially the original Control, which you should. It won IGN's Game of the Year back in like 2019 or 2020, whenever that was. I think it'll work standalone. Otherwise, maybe you'll be just as confused as Dylan is. You know, just like, where am I? What's going on?
Sometimes you want to
what am I doing?
Jump around and fight some stuff, and that's cool. But yeah, as for games where you are confused, Silent Hill Townfall looks grisly. Like that's we got a closer look at that. Again, that's also coming out on September 24th, just in time for you have a month to play it before Halloween or whatever. But
it'll be a good Halloween game, that's for sure.
Yeah, this one I'm into it. I really dig what Konami's doing with this franchise right now. I think it shows a tremendous amount of I don't know, trust to give different studios the keys to it. Like we just had Bloober Team did the remake, and then we've got, you know, Silent Hill F, and this is
Annapurna, and
this is Screenburn.
Screenburn, right?
Yeah, and it clearly is Silent Hill, but it's also obviously it's got some of its own things going on. I love really brand new AAA video games showing us old technology.
Analog tech.
Why is that so appealing? Like, why is it so nice to see? It just looks cool.
It's high fidelity, and again, it has not failed the assignment in terms of making this a Silent Hill game. Like I let out a chuckle when I saw the email services called Red Square. Presumably that's how you save your game in Silent Hill Townfall, which I think is just super clever. And this is probably going to have a puzzle that's a little bit too difficult for me that I'm going to spend probably like an hour. Like, what the weight goes on this side, but then the weight needs to balance it out on that. It's like there's always one puzzle that makes you feel at least a little bit like, I should know how to do this a little better. But regardless, this looks very scary. Horror games always get me when you have to have no way of actually fighting back and you need to throw something to distract the enemy. That always terrifies me, so I can't wait to be scared.
Another horror game we got to look at was The Lost Wild, which I spent half that trailer going, oh, it's that Alien Isolation Jurassic Park game, which is in fact Jurassic Park Survival, which is an entirely different game. But this one is, again, it looks like survival horror with dinosaurs. And yeah, I don't have any problem with that.
I think you said it best earlier. It's that everybody's making Dino Crisis, but Capcom at this point.
Yep, pretty much.
This looks cool. I mean, I think dinosaurs are a little underutilized in games, as strange as that is to say when you games like Ark and other.
We saw Dinosaurs
feature
and
them.
Tomb Raider, Jada.
We did see Dinosaurs and Tomb Raider, but that's also a remake from the original back
That's fair.
then.
That's fair.
So I mean, I'm always happy to see some dinosaurs go raw. Dinosaurs go raw, right? Like we want to see dinosaurs in our games, and this looks like it's going to deliver on that. And
what I'm interested in this is I love that it's different. It's like different dinosaurs. I'm guessing per area. And I wonder if the Jurassic Park game is going to do the same thing. But look at this. You're like suddenly it's like, oh, I got to deal with this dude. I got what is that?
They got feathers. The dinos got feathers.
Yeah.
It's lore accurate.
Future is here. Yeah. But no, like the fact that you're like okay, I just escaped the raptors. Oh, here's a giant bird. I got to deal with this guy.
Would you rather be trapped in Silent Hill or in a world surrounded by dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
No way.
Hands down.
I'd rather go through Silent Hill.
I think dinosaurs. It would be easy to get the sweet release of death in Silent Hill. Are you dead the whole time? I don't know. I guess a pterodactyl is sort of a pyramid head if you think about it. It's got a very pointy head.
I think dinosaurs are just a little bit easier to predict. Maybe they're like they understand that they're creatures that hunt. They're prey. They're predators.
Well, speaking of predictable dinosaurs, Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis is a remake of a soon-to-be 30-year-old game, and I guess it is. No, it's 30 this year. It's the 30th anniversary. It looks great. I'm wondering how much this is going to feel like it's building on old architecture. Like obviously, like they've got new combat, new traversal. It is clearly not just a remaster. It's like a brand new game. But I don't know. I want to. Is it gonna feel like you're playing an old school game or what?
That's the thing that has me like not concerned, but I'm just curious about this remake of the original Tomb Raider, because in my opinion, I think that the original Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1 is kind of a masterwork of platforming. It's difficult.
Yes.
It is a thing that is you need to make very careful choices with how you platform in a way that I really appreciate. And this looks like it's 2013 Tomb Raidering itself a little bit, where it's streamlining some of the rough edges that might be off-putting for modern audiences.
I think that's it. You get the shots of her doing like matrix flips through a bunch of spears, and it's like that. When you look at old school Lara Croft, you're like, okay, it's a platformer video game. I get that. But the 2013 iteration of Lara is so brutally grounded, where she's like killing deer with her bare hands and stuff, and trying to take a realistic person and have them doing flips like that is kind of there's a little bit of mental gymnastics to go with those virtual gymnastics. But it looks sick. I'm into it.
I'm just happy that I don't have tank control skill with it this time through.
Exactly. There it is.
Well, this is also going to be a great testing ground to see, I'm curious to see the reception for this, because there is still that completely new Tomb Raider game that is in the works after this. I think it might have been Game Awards or Summer Games Fest last year. I forget when it happened, but they showcased there's two of these happening. This is just the first one.
Yeah, this got a nice little release day. One of the first games of next year. Real quick, with no follow-up question, what was your favorite game of the show?
Honestly, God of War. I feel like basic for saying it, but yeah, that they knew what they were doing, saving that for our one more thing. That looks incredible. I can't wait to play it. I'll be there day one.
Yeah, Jada, what about you?
God of War is definitely my favorite game shown, but it wasn't my favorite trailer, and it's a weird thing to say. Like God of War is the thing I'm most hyped for.
It wasn't a trailer. It was like 20 minutes of uncut.
Exactly. That's exactly. So the one that I think really caught me off guard was the Stuntman Hollywood.
Yes,
that trailer.
That looks so
I know that was I was like that was I think the best trailer for
Nick.
me.
You're like this is gonna be kind of basic. I'm like, you have not seen the beginning of basic. They showed a bunch of cars I know from movies, and I started cheering. Like,
I mean, the original Stuntman is so good. Was that a PS2 launch window game?
The last one was on PS3, so it's been almost 20 years since we got a Stuntman.
I initially thought it was going to be Split Second. I thought we were getting like a return to Split Second, which was the same kind of style of things, but more race focused.
I'm so stoked for this because it's Saber Interactive, and if this is any of the people who've been working on their Roadcraft and SnowRunner, incredibly physics-driven vehicle games, and if they're just making a little bit more video gamey, but also hinging on realistic trucks crashing around, I'm so into that.
Which car are you most excited to drive as in it?
Probably the Miami Vice Ferrari.
Yeah,
that was. I thought it was a Miami Vice game at first. I got very excited about that, but you also got KITT. You've got the DeLorean. You've got the
Mad Max car.
You've got the War Rig. I mean, I was like, it's like Super Smash Brothers with cars, and then we realized it's actually a Stuntman game, which is actually probably a better idea for a game. But I don't know. Again, this was one of those kind of games that came out of left field, and very sort of CG heavy trailer initially, and then they showed us some gameplay towards the end there, and it's
that car that swiped under. What is that one? Do you recognize that one? Because it looks like Roadkill from like Twisted Metal.
I think that might be the Jason Statham Death Race car, but don't.
It kind of looks like the Death Race car.
Yeah.
But Phantom Blade Zero, we also got a glimpse of. But one thing that I really appreciate about a lot of developers nowadays is they're using a lot of PS2 games as reference. The director of Phantom Blade Zero says, I want my game to feel like a PlayStation 2 game. That was like in early reviews, and I'm like, you sold me on your game, sir. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Why is that such a, like, that is not just a high bar for games. That's also, like, that's what I said coming out of Predator Badlands. I was like, this is a PS2 game.
It's a game feel thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just something where it's like, yes, it looks like photorealistic, beautiful, stunning, cutting-edge graphics, but there is something, video games are meant to, like, feel good to some extent. There needs to be some sort of, when I push button, I feel nice kind of reception. And I think that's what a lot of these games are bringing out. Even Stuntman Hollywood, like the objective-based car stunt game, please give me like 40 of those games. I would take those any day of the week.
I feel like that's what the PS2 was kind of best at doing, was just like creating these like pure game experiences. Like stories were told, and there were some good ones on the PS2, but what most people remember from the PlayStation 2 era is those action moments, the gameplay, the ambience of the world that you're exploring. Like, and I feel like PlayStation 2 like really just nailed that formula, and I think Sony's been kind of following that formula for a while.
Yeah, I'm that is a funny thing to call out, but it's like I think so many really revolutionary games came out in that era, and a lot of them had really cool ideas that it's kind of cool to see devs circle back and be like, let's try that again with modern tech and modern sensibilities. And yeah, I don't know, Stuntman, that wasn't on my bingo card, but I'll definitely take it. That about does it for us, but stick around because after the break, we are getting an exclusive closer look at God of War, Lao Fei, and some new details from the team at Sony Santa Monica. And of course, Summer of Gaming is only getting started this Friday. It is Summer Game Fest. We're going to have tons more surprises there. And then IGN Live is going on all weekend long with the Xbox Game Showcase on Sunday. But right now, God of War, take a look.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by Fanta. Special edition Fanta and Xbox 25 cans are available now only for a limited time.